Hello everyone, I am Defense3004. Welcome back to Astrometica. I would like to go over a couple of things here before we get into it. So on June 26th, they came out with their update, and their update is the world balancing update. And as you can see, they have a roadmap here. And so this is a lot of the things that they have done. We have to start up a new game because the old saves will not be compatible. So we're going to be doing that as soon as we can get into this. There's new decorations, trading systems, all kinds of things. Theta 12 now has new things. The Theta 9 asteroid belt has new locations and all kinds of stuff. There's weapons on the ships and everything else. There's all kinds of amazing stuff in here. In their roadmap, they have drones and automation update, which will be coming. There's no dates for any of this stuff. A Una vehicle, new vehicle, ability to build mobile bases, and new upgrades and new stories. The drones and automation, automated drones, automated fabrication, new buildables, resources, new locations, space combat, new combat, spaceship, new modules, alien spaceships, new locations, and more. And island builders, new buildable base parts, ability to make own islands, ability to build base in islands, and ability island terraforming and new automations, and Unidel update, which is wreckage exploration, as Unidel asteroid belt main story continues, and then more besides that. And new game mode update, new game modes, custom game mode, relaxing mode, and sandbox mode. So they're going to be adding quite a few different modes there. No date on when any of these stuff is coming, and beyond here there's really not much else beyond there. Scavenging update, scavenger wreckage, scavenger vehicle, recycling debris, and space stations. New space station, ability to dock NPC space stations, human NPCs, which is pretty cool, I think, and new stories. They have been working hard on this. It did come out. It is finally out, and now we can get into it. But as I said, we have to start up a new game because it said the old saves are not compatible. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and play game, and we are just going to come to here. And we are going to start up a new game, save slot name. Let's do this. To fudge 3004, that way everything is a little bit different because it doesn't have the capitals all the way across. It's more like how my channel is. And we're going to do survival mode, and let's get started. Okay, so the intro is the same as it was when we started the game the last time. Here's all the movements and all that stuff, so you can see that, and I may have to reference this every now and then, but we will see. Okay, confirm that, and we are back in this starting place again. So we have this, and of course we have the terminal and all that stuff, so we are back in the asteroid belt where we originally started. We had our base over there, and things are pretty much the same here, but there is going to be new things around from what I have understood from what they have said. So we're going to have to go over to new places and get some things figured out here. It's been a while since we've been over in this starting place, that is for sure. Let's go see about what we can do to make stuff, because it has been a little bit. So we're going to have to go see about making some oxygen capsules, and I don't know where those are again. Equipment, oxygen capsule, there we go. Copper wire and quartz, so we're gonna need a little bit of stuff out here. Let me go gather up that stuff, and we will go see if we can start getting quite a few things made, and then we'll move on and see if we can get ourselves a good base set up. As I'm out here gathering copper and iron, I noticed that over there on Mox Island, you can see that has a different icon. It didn't ever used to have that icon. I think that's really cool that it has that now, so you can really see where you need to go, and it shows you all kinds of things. That's pretty awesome. I really do think they've done a good job with this. We will have to see what all is in here. We're not going very fast. We're going to have to get ourselves a jetpack for sure, because now we're just really slow. Kind of forgot we don't have much of a jetpack.
Warning.
Warning. Alright, we did get a little bit of stuff. We're going to have some quartz. I haven't gathered up that yet. We do have enough of an inventory for right now. Don't know what that is down there. And there is, of course, the terminal. So, Mox Island. We are the survivors of Moxora Station. Please answer our call. We already know that. We have gone over there a long time ago. So, we will have to go and do this stuff over again. Emergency entry. Unidel space station exploded. This is an emergency call. Managed to find my way into an emergency pod just before everything went down. It's been a couple of days now, floating aimlessly in this pool. I have no controls, nothing but this metal coffin and the silence of space. I don't know where I'm headed or what's out there. My only hope is that there might be a Moxora outpost somewhere along this route, but who knows if I'll even reach one. For now, all I can do is wait for help. Okay, it's been weeks since the explosion. I don't know if anyone's out here. Is anyone listening? Please, just find me. I'm holding on, but it's getting harder every day. I just want to live. I want to go back to my family, to see them again. Please, someone, anyone, if you hear this, help me. Final entry. I've lost count. I don't know how many months I've been stuck in this pod. Hope is gone. The consumables, the resources, they're almost finished. I think I've only got days left, maybe left. It feels like the end. This might be my last log. If anybody finds this, you know I tried. The pod suddenly stopped. I think it hit an asteroid. I managed to force open the airlock, and now I'm outside. I'm in the middle of an asteroid belt. It's vast, cold, and desolate, but I have no other choice. I have to explore, find survivors, and figure out how to make my way home. If anybody's out there, please respond to my signal. I have to find a way to reach you. I'm not giving up yet. Okay, I have to still go find some of the green stuff that we need. The quartz. We can't get it from there yet, so we're definitely going to have to come here and look around. There is some food around, but again, the food goes pretty quick, and we're going to have to get ice soon too, so we do got to watch out for that. I'm going to gather up some more of these supplies, and then we'll go in and find what we can get. And hopefully, there we go. There's some right there. Awesome quartz. Now we'll be able to get oxygen capsule, and that will give us quite a bit more oxygen. We'll have to work on the jetpack and all of that other stuff to go see if we can upgrade ourselves and get ourselves going. Alright, let's go see about making our things that we need. We need the oxygen capsule, so we need some copper wire. Let's go ahead and make, I believe, 2 copper wire, and then we have the oxygen capsule. Sweet. Alright, so now we have that. Now, the jetpack is going to be 2 iron, 2 coal, and a copper wire. I think we can make another copper wire. Now we need to go find the coal, and we got to put this guy on. Now we do have a bit more oxygen. Instead of 60 seconds, we have 100 seconds. And there should be plenty of coal out here. We have found it before. We just have to go a little bit farther out, but the oxygen should really help us out. We'll gather up the coal. We'll see about making a jetpack, and then there we go, right over here, I do believe. Then we can hopefully get moving again, and we'll find some cool things. That would be awesome if we could. Oh, carbon. Okay, so the coal is now called carbon. That's interesting. We need to make one of the whacker things so that we can use that and begin really getting a lot of stuff that's going to help. That's going to get us the quickest, and hopefully we'll be able to do that here very, very soon. I do believe that I have enough stuff to be able to make the jetpack, and yep, there it is, the jetpack. So carbon, it said, I saw coal, but it is carbon, so let's go ahead and make this bad boy. Now we have that. Now we can actually begin to get around a little bit. Now we can fly. Let's go see about making the scrapper. So we're going to need a little bit more iron and copper. There we go. Sweet. Now we need to go see if we can make some other things. We're gonna have some water, and we're gonna have some oxygen tanks. So we're gonna need copper wire. Looks like we can make a space burger. And we're gonna need the mining tool and the backpack, but we're gonna have to find the electronic parts, and the electronic parts we can make in here. So we just need a copper wire. Let's do that. Make an electronic part, and then for the backpack we need 2 silver, which is going to be a little ways away. We also have the scanner tool, which is going to take a little bit to do, but at least we have our scrapper now, so let's just go and put that on. Whoops. Sip. Now, what I'm going to do, since I do have the jetpack, let's go out over here. There should be quite a bit of ice. Let's go ahead and gather up this. We'll get into that place here soon. Do look like pretty good ice cubes, and I don't know if these have changed. It's kind of hard to tell. I think they may have changed a little bit, but again, you know, it has been a while since we have done this, and I've just been waiting for this update, so this is really awesome. So now we can begin doing a lot of exploring and rebuilding and getting things going again. I'm going to gather this, see what we need, and there's a big old rock there, man. We'll go do some exploring and stuff after we get quite a few things made. Let's go see what we can make with what we picked up. I did bust up one of the iron nodes. So let's go see here. We can make copper bars and glass and everything. So it looks like we can make a little bit of water. We're going to need that here really soon. How much ice do we have? We only have 7 ice, so we're definitely going to have to kind of conserve the water a little bit. Let's do 2 of those. We're going to need some more copper wire. Let's go and do one of those. And now we should be able to make a oxygen tank. All right, so now we have that. We don't have any more ice, or at least we're low on ice. And again, there are these chests that we can interact with. Does look like there's quite a bit of water there. We're only getting the 60. That's 100. That's good. And in here, looks like there's some good oxygen tanks. 75. This one has 50. And there's a couple of good med kits, which we don't have any fabric yet. And as far as I know, the flashlight we cannot do yet because we just don't have any of the information that we need. We're definitely going to have to make a scanner tool. So let's go see if we can make a battery somehow. We're going to need more copper wire, and then we can make a battery. This guy right here, data transformer, we're going to need it. And we were going to make the backpack, but we need the silver. So let's go ahead and get the scanner first out of the data transformer. Okay, and then we should be a lot closer to getting the scanner. Let's go see about, first we need a drink. Ah, darn it, I do that every time, you know that? Did that in the game when we were playing it the first time, and I'm doing it here too. That's crazy. Alright, let's go see about making the scanner tool. That's going to help out quite a bit. Sweet. So now we have that. Now we're moving along pretty good. Sweet. Now, we're not going to be able to see a whole lot yet, but at least maybe we can go and scan a couple of things, and hopefully that will be okay. We're going to have to make some more batteries for sure, but let's just go into here first. And, ooh, hey, look at that. Nice. Let's go see about whacking this dude, and we'll see what this is. Fabric package. Nice. So we'll be able to get at least some sort of, you know, things to help ourselves get healing. Right. Let's go see. We cannot see hardly anything in here, but that's okay. We can bust up all of this stuff and pick up whatever it is that we can. Gold. Ooh, okay, mineral packages, fabric packages. This is going to help out a lot. And that is amazing. And this guy, cool, some mineral packages. Then, of course, we'll be finding smelted minerals as well. And that is going to help out a lot. I don't see anything else in here. Of course, you can't really see in here at all. Let's go gather up the ice so we can make some more water and oxygen tanks, and then we can, really begin moving along. This is so cool. I really am so glad that they came out with this update, and finally came out. Seemed like a long time, and it's finally here. Now we get to enjoy it. Yay! Alright, if we could make a couple of the things to help ourselves out, oh, hey, look, chipset. Nice. We need some silver. We're just gonna have to go and see about finding that. But I really want to go see about making some med kits. So we should have enough fabric. Let's make at least one of those, and we'll make one more of those. Now, do we have enough stuff? Yes, we do. We have quite a bit of stuff. Everything stacks up pretty good, so that's always good, and that helps out a lot. Let's go see if we can find any sort of way to make the mining tool. That's going to be what we need. We need electronic part and battery. Okay, now we're ready to make the mining tool. Let's go ahead and get that guy on. Sweet. Now we have that. Got it. I've got to quit doing. Where to go? Where did I put it? Don't tell me I threw it like all the way across the room or something to where we can't get to it. Huh. I seem to have lost it. Well, now I gotta go find it again. I remade the scanner tool, and this time we are going to be very careful, and we are going to equip him. Okay. So, apparently if you drop it in here, it will disappear somehow, and that was rather unfortunate, I do gotta say. That was not very much fun. So I had to go out and gather a whole bunch more stuff just to try to find it, and it could be behind there, but since we can't really break that apart or anything, we're just gonna have to deal with it the way that it is, and that was kind of a stinker. Now, we're gonna need some more batteries, so let's go see about making some more batteries. We don't have any carbon, but we can definitely go out and get some more. So, yes, we need to go get quite a bit of that, and I did learn something. Don't be dropping your stuff, and I didn't mean to drop it. I clicked on the wrong thing, and just so you know, don't drop your stuff because it may very well disappear. Let's go see if we can go find the silver, and I know it's around here somewhere. We just have to go find it. I know where some is, way over there, but that's a long ways over there. Maybe if we're lucky, we use our jetpack, we can actually go out and find some right over here, because this should be silver right out here. And if so, that's awesome. That really does help us out a lot. Looks like there is some silver here. Yay! Awesome. Let's just go and start busting up this guy, and we'll get in. Alright, we just got the silver. Oh, hey, tool modification. Nice. So now we have a tool modification blueprint, and I had to waste a few resources. Well, use a few more resources because I lost my darn tool that I didn't mean to lose, but I did. So there is that, and I learned a lesson there. Let's go see about the tool modification after we make the backpack. So we're going to need another electronic part. Let's go ahead and make that. There we go. And now we should be able to make the backpack, which gives us 7 more slots. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now we have that. And let's go equip him, not drop him again. We don't want to do that. And there is also things on here that we can use to put consumables on, and that's going to be awesome. That's going to help out a lot. That's going to be great. Now we have that. Let's go. We need the builder tool, but I don't know where we're going to find the builder tool because that's going to be something that we just don't know about. We're definitely going to have to go see and scanner, mining. We're gonna have to go out and go do some exploring, but maybe what we can do first is go see about making some of the oxygen tanks, and let's go see how much copper wire we can make. Looks like a little bit. I'm gonna gather some more iron, and then we'll make quite a few copper, or not copper, but the oxygen tanks, and then we can go a little bit farther out. So we've gotten everything that we can. We do have a fairly full inventory, and right now what I think that we ought to do is see about going over to that Moxora Island over there. So let's go see about doing that. We're going to go as fast as we can. And hopefully we'll be able to get there okay. Our jetpack doesn't last as long as it will soon, but we got to go find the builder and other stuff like that first. So let's just get over there and see if we can find anything. I don't know if we're going to be able to scan. Whoa, got kind of choppy there. Be able to scan much of anything. New signal log available in the terminal. Okay, so now we are over by the Mox Island. We're gonna have to get in there as quickly as possible, and our thing definitely does not, our jetpack doesn't fill up as fast as it could, but it's not super bad. Okay. Yay! So now we're in here. Let's go see by gathering up, of course, some of the gargoyles. Now we have that. We also have a seed. We don't really need to keep a bunch of the seed or anything, you know, but we do have it, and we can build some plants or, you know, growers after a while. And then, of course, we will gather up the fungi, so that way we have that, because we're going to be needing that here soon, sometime anyway. So, light. We don't have the light tubes yet, so we can see around. Let's go ahead and scan this, and let's go find out what's in here. Awesome. Habitat circle room. Cool. And doesn't look like... Oh, I guess we can do that one too. That's great. That's this one over here. And, okay, 2 of 3 of the habitat circle rooms. So we're going to need a third one, and I'm trying to watch that better this time. Yeah, let's go scan that guy. That should be the tool modification or something like that. I don't remember for sure what the name of it is. Upgrade station. That's right. That's what that is. Okay. Here are some lockers on the wall. We're going to have to scan, I do believe, 3 of these. And then we can have all 3 of these, and we can begin putting these into our habitat when we get that far. See? Okay, cool. There's a light. We can scan that. Alright. Light beacon. Looks like there's some stuff outside too. We have to go check that out. There is a table here. Let's scan that. And there's the builder tool. Yay! Awesome. Builder tool, habitat, builder tool. Now we have the builder tool. Yay! Now we can really begin getting stuff going. Okay, since Matthew and Marcelo left for that abandoned outpost, it's been just me here. I have to make sure we've got enough resources to survive until they come back, if they come back. From the distance, I can see a spaceship wreckage. It looks ancient, like it's been floating here for centuries. We did explore that one when we were doing this game before this update. Could be nothing, could be something valuable. Either way, I can't ignore it. I'm heading there now. If this is my last log, well, I hope someone finds it. Wish me luck. Yay, sweet. So we got the builder tool, and looks like there is some of the mineral packages. I'm not going to worry about those right now. We're kind of low on room for a little bit. Let's go do some exploring back here and go see if we can find what we need. And the fabric package. And looks like cannot get in. Oh, there we go. All right, so now we have a little bit more silver and iron. There's some fungi and a coffee cup. I don't know what we're going to do with the coffee cup at all. Ooh, battery charger. There we go. Awesome. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2 or 3, but just one. Awesome. Battery charger. Now we have that. And let's go see about this one. It's hard to believe it's been months since the explosion. Every day we've been holding on to hope that someone would find us, that a rescue team would answer our distress call. But the silence is deafening. No one is coming. The situation is dire. The resources are running out, and we can't survive much longer on this barren asteroid. Scavenged what we could, but it's not enough. Our small outpost to become a prison. Yesterday we caught sight of something incredible, an enormous ship drifting on the far side of the asteroid belt. Looks ancient, maybe abandoned, but it's our only chance. We've decided to pack up what little we have left and head toward it. There's no guarantee of safety, but if we stay here, we're doomed. I don't know what we'll find when we get there. Maybe a way to call for help, or perhaps even a functioning warp drive to get us off this rock. Whatever it is, it's better than waiting here for death to find us. This will be our final attempt. If anyone finds us logged, know that we tried. We fought to survive. Okay, we have read all of these before, but it's always good to make sure that we know, a lot of what's going on here. Oh, okay, there's that back there. Let's go see if we can actually get back here. I don't know what that is. We're going to have to go find out. I think it's the builder thing that we need. Smelter machine, 1 of 2. Sweet. So now we have the smelter machine upgrade. At least 1 of 2. We need to find the other one. But I want to right now... Oh, nice. It's a TV. How do you like that? That's cool. Let's go out here. I want to go see what's in that package outside. Make sure there isn't any more scannable things here. And it does not look like it. Let's go outside here. We're going to have a water. And we will just consume instead of drop. This back over here is locked storage. Okay, they've talked about this. Enter password. I don't know what the password is for this, but there is a locked storage. So maybe there's more stuff that we'll find around when we can actually, find the codes and all of that stuff. They did talk about that when we were talking about the updates coming out, that was going to be something in here. And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what that number could potentially be. How much gargola do we have? We only have 4 pieces. We could have some more, so that way we have plenty of food. We're doing all right otherwise. But we can always come back to here. This is not all that far away. Let's go back and let's go see if we can get that builder tool made, and at least we'll have that much done. Now, where's our ship? There's the emergency pod. Let's get back over there. And let's go back home. Oh, that's the other place. Okay, we built by here, but we don't need to go there. We need to go where that orange light is, and then we'll come back over here soon. So I believe I have everything ready that we need to make the builder tool. That's this right here. Battery and data transformer. Yay! Sweet! Now we have the builder tool. Let's not drop it. Let's equip it. There we go. Thank you very much. Alright, now I am definitely going to have to see about getting some batteries. That's for sure. We do have enough stuff, but the problem is our inventory. But I guess we could always just drop, a bit of stuff in here that we really don't need to be carrying with us right now. Some of these things that are not as important. We should make some more med kits, just because we're going to be needing those. And we'll do those 2. Now we're out of fabric, but that's okay, because we can always go back to that place and get some more fabric and stuff. Now we're going to have to make some batteries. I am going to get some copper wire and stuff, and we will see if we can get some more carbon and everything else, and we will begin making a good place to be. And we'll get up the battery charger and start putting on some of the other stuff that we need as well. We may have to work on building the habitat next time, mainly because when I go to here, I notice that fabric and electronic parts, and of course, you know, copper wire and all that stuff, but we do need fabric. So we're definitely going to have to go right back down to there and go get the fabric, but maybe we can also go over to that place next time too. I am going to head back over, get the fabric, and then we will worry about building a base near here or something. And the silvers already respawned over here somewhere. Maybe we might actually build it in a slightly different place, like maybe right around that rock or attached to that rock where that thing is. That way, you know, we can have it a little bit farther out than what we had last time. And now we're going to have quite a bit of fabric. We do know where we can get the leaves. We just got to go quite a ways farther out that way. So let me gather that, and then we will head back and plan our next steps. This is Astrometica. Thank you for joining me here. I did go over there and get that fabric, and there was some there were some mineral packages which had a little bit of gold, mostly iron and copper over there. And now we know that where, you know, a lot of things are, and do not drop your tool, especially in here. You may not recover it again. And now we can start building our base. We do have the builder tool, which is going to really help out a lot. Then we can begin building. And again, I want to build probably right over there. Again, maybe even a little bit between those two rocks or something. We'll try to find a really good place to build, and we'll get that going, and then we should be doing pretty good. So for right now, the update it is out. It released on 6/26/25, so June 26th. And that's awesome. So now we have some really good things going on. We do have a lot of supplies now. I've been gathering up a bit of stuff, and you can see all the stuff in the inventory. Probably just going to drop that one too. There we have some rooms should we find some really good things, and we will pick this up and continue exploring and doing some more stuff here next time. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like on the video, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.